so we're moving on to part C. I added A, B, and C just so that you can reference it, because most IB questions you need to reuse what you've done in your previous sections. So it's just there to remind you. But really what we want to know is what we had in part B. So maybe I'm just going to write that out. In part B, we found that the range of f was between -1/4 and 3/4. Okay. Part C. Okay, now we're given that g of x is equal to cosecant of x plus pi/6, cosecant x minus pi/6. Okay, if we found this, this would be 1, so g of x equals 1 over cosecant would be 1 over sine x plus pi/6, and then, oh, gotta extend this a little bit more, and then sine x minus pi/6. Okay, which is the exact same thing as B, except for it's the reciprocal. So remember for reciprocal functions, think back to that unit, reciprocal functions. What do you know about the range? So what you know about the range is that the max value of the original becomes the min value of the reciprocal. Okay? The min value of your original becomes the max value of your reciprocal. So what does that look like? In our case, we had the max was 3/4. That means that in g of x, okay, in g of x we're looking at the min. We're using that max value. So the min value is going to be 1 over 3/4. Okay, 1 over 3/4, which is 4/3. Okay, so now we look for the max. So our max is going to be the reciprocal of the min. So we get 1 over -1/4. Okay, 1 over -1/4 will be -4. So if we look at this, this doesn't really make sense. The min value is actually bigger than the max value. But to make it make sense, that means that the range is going to be -∞ until your max value. So -∞ until -4, and that's inclusive, so that's a square bracket. Okay, and then we have a union with our min value is 4/3, so that is included in our range, 4/3, and then it goes to +∞.